Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. I hope you guys are all well. Hope your family's all well and you guys are all keeping fantastically well. Welcome, guys, to this afternoon's edition of, well, when I say good morning, Tottenham away, good afternoon, Tottenham away, or good evening, depending wherever you are in the world. Guys, some really good news in regards to some of the injury updates. But just before we go into that, I just wanted to say, Andros Townsend is training with us at Tottenham at the moment. Townsend's a free agent, obviously, after leaving Everton in the summer, and had a spell at Burnley, who decided against offering a 32-year-old a contract. For now, Townsend's training with a view to maintain his fitness as he seeks to return to professional football, and there is no indication that head coach Ange Postecoglou is even considering handing him a contract. It is understood that he is not training with the first team. So look, we wish Andros a massive good luck in hoping to find a new club. But it's great to hear that he's progressing well and is training at his old stomping ground. Let's go through some of the names that have been on the injury list so far. Lo Celsos has been out with quads, with an issue with quads. Has suffered in the first half since that dreadful evening of the Fulham game. Postecoglou did seem to indicate that Lo Celso had trained ahead of the win against Sheffield United, but he has remained unavailable since. The Australian key part decided to keep Lo Celso in the summer and is keen for him to fight for his spot. He would be hoping to be involved again sooner rather than later. So there's no real specification as to when his return is happening, but he's on his way back. Ivan Perisic, obviously we know he's pretty much out for the season. He's had surgery on his cruciate ligament injury in his knee, a freak injury which has suffered a non-contact part of training. Incredible, guys. How's your luck on that one? Spurs have ruled him out for the rest of the season, but he is believed to hope to return for the final months of the season with one eye open for the Euros. Obviously, he wants to be involved in that. So if he can get back to some level, get a few games just to try and convince the manager of the Croatian manager to pick him for the Euros. But we know his contract will end at the end of the season, probably going back to hijack split. We'll talk about him in due course. But again, massive all the best for Ivan Perisic. Let's hope to have him back in the final remaining games of the season. Ryan Sessegnon is another player who's yet to play. Postecoglou, after the current surgery, is hoped to finally bring an end to his hamstring torment of recent years. The 23-year-old is understood to have resumed some light training now ahead of return to running. Tottenham staff are being cautious, of course, with Sessegnon to ensure his hamstring nightmare remains behind him and return to full training. Expect to be off, to be a few weeks off yet. So I think it'll be probably after the next international break that he will be back with us. Let's get to the juicy nitty-gritty. One of the players that I'm most looking forward to seeing back, Rodrigo Bentancur. The Uruguayan has been gradually increasing his involvement in his first team training session as he comes to the end stages of his cruciate ligament injury recovery. Postecoglou has previously said that Bentancur has been pushing for more and more training time, but at that point was just involved in the warm-ups in sessions to help him get involved. Recent training videos appear to have shown him taking part in some attacking drills. Postecoglou said the midfielder would likely be back in November. Spurs ensure he is completely risk-free to return to action, and it will take him a little time to get back to his best ways. He's been out obviously a long time, but Bentancur will be hoping to be involved sooner than Postecoglou's return suggestion. Again, another one that we really need to be cautious with and take all the time necessary to make sure he comes back with zero risks that he could have a potential setback. Bryan Gil, the 22-year-old, has not played a game yet in the Postecoglou era after requiring groin surgery in August. However, Gil is expected to be available for selection imminently after stepping up his recovery and beginning his reintegration back into his first team. Could be in the squad for this Saturday's game against Liverpool. And now we're going to look to the ones that we really want to know, Maddison and Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson, another scare from Sunday's derby when he pulled up holding his left leg in the 62nd minute. However, Football.London understands it was seen in the immediate aftermath as a tight hamstring rather than a more serious issue for Johnson. That's great news, guys, for the Liverpool game. The hamstring has been monitored this week to make sure this is no underlying issue. Received treatment on Monday morning, followed by the precautionary scan later in the week, and has since been out on the grass at Hotspur Way. That's brilliant news. Brennan Johnson, who had a really good game against Liverpool, and we know the impact that he had against Sheffield United. So real buzzing to hear that. That is very good news, guys. And obviously we move on to our number 10, James Maddison. The 26-year-old midfielder scared everyone when he went down clutching his knee after an awkward moment in the second half of the North London derby. The initial signs immediately after the injury appeared to be positive for Maddison, who played on for another 5 minutes or so and was moving fine in the immediate aftermath of the game as he conducted his post-match media duties. The England international has been playing through various knocks in recent weeks, has been kept a close eye on this week, but that positivity has so far remained around his chances of continuing to perform this season when Liverpool come to town on Saturday. So overall, guys, obviously Perisic aside, real good news for our players who are coming back from injury or have recently had knocks against Arsenal, like James Maddison, Brennan Johnson, Bentancur. We know about Cesc, Hill. It's all, guys, it's all coming together. To me, obviously, having James Maddison and Brennan Johnson fit for the game against Liverpool is superb news. For as long, I keep saying this over and over again, for as long as we have our first 11, bar 12 players, when you think Bentancur coming back, healthy and ready to play, we're always going to be problem for any team, home and away, but particularly at home. Liverpool come from a really good run of games. They won in the cup against Leicester at home 3-1. Another 3 goals they've scored against opponents. So obviously a team not only in form but scoring as well. So we need to have the wits about us leading up to this game. But I do say again, against any team, if we have everybody available, I fancy us against anyone in this league. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment and subscribe. And as always, forever always, come on you Spurs.
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away.